I've checked out. Now, just gotta cross these areas and continue going forward. Now that I've learned Harris has gone missing, and I've abused the exploit for shotgun shells. Alright, think we're good, think we're good, think we're good. The gate's also open. Alright, also there's these painkillers here. I'll take the painkillers. We good, we good, we good. If one must climb up here... Climb the ladder. Next building. Can I go down the zip line? I can, but I'm first gonna look around here. Like, what's over here? I would never know unless I explored it. The distortion effect... I want to test something here. Here's me messing around with the distortion effect again. I don't know, it still works pretty solid even if you have the effect turned off. It's a bit interesting to note. Me. Just want to science it. Back to this. Time to zipline across. So that's the second level done. Let's go on to the third level. Third level, go. Welcome to the middle of the game. Yeah. We're past the first two main locations. Now we got two more to go. Oh, we've arrived at some luxury building. That's good. I remember everything up until I passed out. When I rode the zip line, I remember a voice calling out to me. It was a woman's voice, one I recognized, albeit vaguely. And then there I was, standing once again in an unknown place. The silence was deafening, and the pomp of the room gave off a ghastly vibe. Well, we've arrived at Fancy Pants Apartment Complex. I like the look of this area. Looking forward to exploring it. Which I'll do right now, obviously. Let's take a solid look about. There's places to go see them out. I'll enter here first. Given it's not the most secure location, but hey, oh, this line I just clicked. A gigantic TV. Is there anything on the gigantic TV? No, it's just a gigantic TV. Okay. I'm gonna check out these different little areas here while I investigate. I don't think those poster things I saw earlier, like the cat painting or the document played a role, but the cat painting I don't think actually led to anything, come to think of it. There's also a noticeable lack of monsters. We've met 4 different types of monsters so far, and honestly, the 3rd and 4th ones are a little freaky, I'll admit it. They're a bit freaky. But yeah. The first 2 aren't really, though. And the feet are kind of cute. The first monsters are kind of like waka 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 Pac-Man style. Oh, there's a woman! Unless, of course, you're not really a woman. Let's go right into here. Or have my head disappear. That works, too. How do I get in there? I'll figure it out, woman. The way into your building will be mine. From this direction. Like she's got a nice table set. Oh, I got in. I figured it out. I'm ready to consume food. Let's talk once I get past this table. Dang it. Okay, so the other way. Time for a bit of a Last Supper setup. Well, I'll be a guest. Oh, sorry, I'm just... Okay, a little bit fast there. Let's meet this woman. Before I could get another word out, the older woman spoke in a gentle yet stern voice. My name is Alfreda. I'm in charge of here. She followed with that up by stating that she didn't care who I was. As long as you're here, there's more rules you need to follow. I need to go to that tower, I answered. I pointed out the window in the direction of the tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Was another building in the way? Alfreda spoke again. Now, no need to be in such a rush. They'll come for you. Who'll come for me? So you just wait here like a deer. You want me to wait? That's right. Just sit tight. Just can't sit still, can you now? Actually, I gotta be somewhere.
What'd you hurry? Relax. Admire my plants.
I admit this is a bit different. Well, let's take a solid look around. Something about this place it successfully feels a little off. So, let's see what's going on here, because obviously the tower's missing, and she's just saying, hey, just wait. That's all you need to do. Just sit back and relax. Anything inside the pool? I say anything inside the pool, so yeah, I'll look this way. There's no items or supplies or anything. Let's see. I'll go on out. There are different areas to explore. I'll go up the stairs right now. And up here, let's find notes. They look like notes. That looks like a save station, actually. Do you want to save? Yes. I'll make a new save file here as well. Yep, new save file obtained. Oh, wait. Okay, you know what? Side sanitariums. The side of a sanitarium? You know, I'll do it like this. I'll save here. I'll make my next save file my big save file sets. Oh, they've got some interesting skinned beds and rugs and carpets here at the very least. There's also another area to go there. Can I really not read this? There's like a chair in front of it, so maybe not. Or there's something here. There's a strange opening in the front of the desk. Looks like a drawer can be pulled out. That's by chance I discovered this. There's a strange opening in the front of the desk. Looks like a drawer can be pulled out. Hitting it didn't solve my problem, so I don't know what to do. Maybe I need a key for the side of the drawer. Notable, notable. I can't leave off this side of the building, I don't think, or maybe I can? No, I cannot. So there's something there which I need to get, which means let me go down this way. There are some oddities here, and I am going to investigate said oddities. Don't think I've really checked down here yet either. There's a big old swimming pool this way, so I've definitely not been in there. I go, yep, around the plant this way. Let's go take a solid look. What might be through the swimming pool? Side of the swimming pool itself. There's a little entryway right there, so... Anything notable by the swimming pool? I mean, there's a little diving board. I can't actually step on top of the diving board, but it's there. I get to the other side of the pool from here. Swimming. There's actually another way out right here, so I guess I'll look through here. So many little different areas to explore. Maybe I should ask her about the side department, the woman there. I am taking the moment to look at her plants. Maybe she'll appreciate my endeavor. She's not going to appreciate my endeavor. In fact, I think she's going to take it very badly. Oh, there's a staircase here. Where does this lead? It's locked. Maybe if I had a key. Well, I think I see where I eventually need to go. Let's try over here. Actually, I think this is where I started. Yeah, like, this is where I started, I think. I'm starting to explore more of the building here, at the very least. So was this the other area I went down? So which means I haven't been in here? At least over here from this angle. Because I went inside that building earlier. Think there's anything new about the gigantic TV? Which I can observe for some reason. A gigantic TV. Strikes as being odd, but doesn't seem to have much more of a purpose right now other than that. I'm going to talk to the old woman again and see if I can get on top of the building, because each building notably has 3 floors. And I haven't been to the 3rd floor of the building that she's in. Is there even a good way to access that floor? Because I can see that there is a building on top, or a floor on top of the building that she's currently in. But I don't actually see a way to get... Oh, I see the stairway. Never mind. I want to talk to her first. I see how to get there. You can't just sit still, can you now? Actually, I got a beast somewhere, so okay, I think I see what I can do there. I didn't notice the staircase over there previously, so I'm going to investigate that staircase. The exit's right there, right. See, there's a staircase right here. And evidently I haven't been up here. There's something here? Crank. A crank meant to be used somewhere. I think I have an idea of where to use it to. There's also a note, a newspaper clipping. Let's take a look. Creature found on campus. Police investigate. A month has passed since the Atom Collider explosion. Locals are demanding authorities to investigate reports of mutated creatures spotted near the site of the explosion. However, the police maintain that there has been no creatures. Due to the high likelihood of a mass hysteria outbreak, they vow to continue the investigation. The fourth dimension wall. What was that achievement for? I'm just kind of curious. Oh, that's my birth year. When my mouse turns invisible, I'll see what it is. That's interesting there. Collect Dr. Randall's news clips. Oh, did I find all of them? That's interesting. Now then, going from that bit right there. I think the crank needs to go inside the drawer, which I investigated earlier. And I bet that'll give me the key, which will open up the lower floor. My bet is on. I may or may not actually turn out to be anything, but I'll give it a try. The other thing which it would be for is maybe there's like a way to crank the pool water out. Maybe there was a place I could put the crank to drain the pool, which I just didn't spot. Let's see, try this though first. Strange things at the desk. Looks like a drawer can be pulled out. I'm guessing I don't just select the crank. Item used. Oh, that was it. You open the drawer. Huh. There's a letter inside. Dear Papa, if you're reading this, everything is going as I predicted. Believe me, I want to tell you everything in person, but this is the only way I can reach you. I forgive you for everything you've done, so please forgive me for what I'm about to do. Alyssa? Check. There's a note on the floor. Regarding Mr. Kent Randall, well, this is me, patient should be hospitalized. It is not safe for him to be at home in his state. When he first saw the paperwork he sent to his wife, he flew into a rage and ripped it to shreds. He is in denial of his current state. Commenced as the year 1995. When he was still in good health, he seems to have disowned himself for losing his job and becoming unable to function in society. My, oh my, oh my. Strange opening. A drawer to be pulled out. Yeah. Walk around, I'll investigate you. Save, yes. I will for the moment. Let's save there. Alright, save, yes. Done and done. Let's investigate. Oh, there's monsters coming up. These type of monsters too. Let me equip. Right, not there. Even though I've got a bajillion shotgun shells, I'm gonna equip the pistol. Give me a chance to reload. I'm going to use painkillers twice. The woman's just gone. Gonna move on through. The angle's also different here. But she's just missing now. Yep, she's gone. I'm gonna check a few different areas because I'm here. I might as well just check the top floor, see if there's anything. something here. There's no on the floor, so there was something here. April 8th, 1995. Ever since Kent collapsed a few months ago, I thought he'd been acting strange. Today's behavior confirmed my suspicions. For some reason, he decided to hide the key to his room. Didn't explain why. It was quite the mess. We found the key, but this worries me. Maybe he needs to be re-examined. Alyssa's still so young. What if something were to happen to him? Alright, nothing else here for the moment, so down the hatch we go. I like the twists and turns the game's taking at the moment, but we'll roll with it. I'll equip the wrench for the second. Can I beat this with a wrench? Let's find out! Takes a lot more wrench hits, but once you get stun locked, I think it's doable. I saw something over here. Or did I? Check out the TV. Oh, there's something in the different rooms here. A gigantic TV. But there's another note thing here, which I'm going to pick up now. There's a note on the floor. Let's see this. I heard some patients try to escape again. That's the third time this month. What the hell is security doing? One of them tried to jump off the roof, and it took them a week to find the other one. If this continues, the damage might spread to the outside. Management might need to rethink how they run this place. Let's hit down some. Okay. I'm gonna go this way and avoid Mr. Oh, there's another note in there. There's a note on the floor. They brought a new patient in, male, in his 40s, with severe brain issues and violent tendencies. Apparently his mind is stuck in 1995, so we're not supposed to show him anything that came after that year. That includes TVs, newspapers, appliances. Since his cognitive ability is stuck in 1995, anything that came afterwards appears completely foreign to him. Yeah. Well, that's quite the condition. Now let's go over this way. More to explore and to go. Is there another paper note here? There should be a few more floors to explore to get these note type things from. I'm gonna go up to... Ooh. Beat this thing down for a second. Yep. Don't think I explored the hot tub room. I can't go the way of the plants. There's probably something in there, though. It looks like there was, I think. Yep, there is. There's the entranceway, or... There's the entranceway. There's no on the floor. Regarding Mr. Kent Randall, the patient collapsed in his home again. He was brought in by his family and should be hospitalized as soon as possible. According to tests, Mr. Randall seems to suffer from severe encephalopathy. His cognitive abilities may be gradually deteriorating. Maybe he can't run anymore. So that's supposed to explain why I can't run. And the door's been unlocked. Looks like it's time to move on. Of course. Well, the screen stopped having the fade through effect. Let's move on then. I think the way to go, yeah, is over here. I remembered it correctly. Let's go on down and see what's next. Open said door. And get to the bottom area of the Sanitarium. New world for the day. Oh. On top of the tower. I hear someone's voice in the distance. My senses are fading, but I can faintly hear a voice calling out for me. How many years has it actually been? I don't even know anymore. I can't keep tormenting Alyssa like this. I beg of you, please, set me free. Take the leap. I don't know. I don't have an idea. Well, then again, jumping down holes. You think it's going to be the end of the game there, or you think I'm going to go into something deeper if I take the leap here from this tower? There's a sound kicking in. You know what? Sure. Let's take the leap. Let's see what happens. Forgive me, Alyssa. It's all over now. And there he goes. Quite the sound. Roll from there. Throw the warped code out. Developed by Taki. Now I've got a theory about something which I'm going to check here right now. Before I put that down, development team program, CGR, Taki Chijo. I've got, let's see, I'm going to check something here. Additional RSS from Jonathan Royston. I'll talk about this in a second. And now suddenly things have gone HD. And that's kind of weird that they just suddenly went HD. Because earlier you couldn't select resolution options that were higher than a certain resolution. Like it was in a little small square box, so. Back in 1995. And now it says something different. It doesn't have press the A button, it says press any button. Suspicious. And now it's loading and not going to the title screen. Okay, so that's the tower. Guess I'll make my way there. And here I am again in this forgotten place. How much time has passed since that unholy mess, I wonder? All this time I've been trying to move on, but as much as I try, it just feels like I'm treading water. That tower, only there can I finish this. I'm suspicious. I'm incredibly suspicious because they had some differences there. Also, there are 2 hidden achievements. And my suspicion mainly comes from the fact that when it started the game, he said he couldn't see anything like new TV resolutions, and they did it differently. They didn't even have the main menu, they just put me back into the game. Call me suspicious. I'm going to do this again for a reason. I've got something which I need to check. Now is the key back here. Get the key. So I'm going to do something that's kind of foolish, and I'm sorry if it doesn't actually lead to anything, but when I have suspicions, and the game's actually pretty short, I'm going to check this. Painkillers. And also, I have all my items still. That's notable. I'm suspicious. Notably, even my health is exactly the same. Like, there's no difference. I have all my stuff. My health is back at 91. It's still at 91%. It's literally, my stats are exactly the same. So I'm more than a little suspicious here. Let's move things through. What the hell is that? never went inside this room, so I'm going to explore it for the moment. Painkillers are in here. Pipe wrench. Alright, I have a pipe wrench. Do I have 2 pipe wrenches now? I think I only have 1 pipe wrench. Never got to go inside here previously, though. I guess I could have gotten the pipe wrench here from the doctor earlier? I don't know. I'm going to take some time to explore because things are a little off here. Wait. Okay, no, that was my imagination. Good to know. No dual-wielding wrenches. Go right from there. Noticeably, the monster's also completely gone. Can I just break this? No. Where'd the monster go? I saw him in the cutscene, but he just completely disappeared. Wow. Gonna beat this guy down. Yeah. Anything else in here? The key span AC on the roof. Alright, figured that out. Let's go take a solid look through here. You unlock the door with the key, obviously. How much health do I have? Enough where I can use another painkiller. Okay. Take a look outside the window. No, I'm fine. Flashlight. Small enough to fit in your shirt pocket. What? That's new. Pick it up. Did I play video games because my life was miserable? There's no phone here this time. Notably. Small enough to fit in your shirt pockets. So there's differences. As soon as I turned the flashlight on, I realized something was off. I don't remember any of this being here. What is this strange light? What the hell is going on? I strain my eyes and stare into the light. The flashlight's beam illuminates the dark room with its gentle glow, section after section. This isn't right. Light doesn't behave this way. Is this a dream? In this darkness, I feel deeply afraid from this darkness. Oh. Because he doesn't recognize things from past 1995, and horror games didn't have the pocket flashlight a la Silent Hill. Or had this type of lighting system. Well, that's an interesting twist. Moving from there. Well, there wasn't lighting systems in games from 1995 or before. Keys behind the roof. So, and that's why he's like, wait, this doesn't make sense. The pocket flashlight was obviously popularized starting with the Silent Hill game, so yeah. And that there. Things to check. Open. If one wants to cross-check things. Alright. Ways to go, ways to go. Up we go. Go up. Otherworld versions of the locations we've been through? Is that what I'm seeing? This once familiar place looked distorted. My broken memories of the scenery were in disarray. Now my memories are one. Maybe these segments' surroundings were odd from the start. Light bounces off the walls, illuminating the dark. The world opens up before my very eyes. It's been coming back here to fool myself. I've been coming back here to fool myself. Yep, we're in Otherworld versions of all the locations. I should have figured. We're going Silent Hill up in here. Alright. Ah. Jeez. Distortion. Ooh, location. Painkillers. Take these to recover some health. Oh dear. I'm here. I'm alive. Taking up the painkillers made it distort to this area. So I think I have to do something to distort this to the next area, too. There is now a pathway I can take to get to the next area, so I'm going to take the stairs. Yep. Let's zip and turn and turn. Can I enter inside here? The door seems to be broken. All the twisting and turning. As we're now climbing up to the roof where we were previously. What's this? Oh, it's just a little scaffold thing. I tried the doors still, obviously, even if the doors are broken. Let's go. See you, monster. Well, I'll fight you. There's another one coming, so this is... Oh, no. There's a small army coming, in fact. Door seems to be broken. Come over here, sirs. Alright, take out that one. Now cross on over. Up we go. To the top. Are we supposed to travel over to the next building? Probably. I'll explore here for a second, though, just to make 100% sure of something. Elevator's out of service, not surprising. Before I go back there, let me check here. What do we got here? As my eyes adapt to the scenery before me, the sense of discomfort begins to fade. My mind isn't getting any younger, no matter how many times I look back on the past. The more I reminisce, the more I realize how vibrant and alive I was back then. It feels awful. There's no point to it. I can't change the past. These things down a little bit. Harp. And good. I can see the next location over there, so maybe I should explore around here a little bit more. So we can have a cross. Yep, there's a cross. Where the AC unit was. So I'm going to explore where I just came from. I don't actually think there's anything there, but I might as well investigate. Alright. Go up here. I just want to see if this is open. There's anything up here. The door seems to be broken. Not surprised. I'm guessing the other door there is broken too. What's this? Pipe wrench. Attack the attack button. Another wrench! I'm really collecting these wrenches, aren't I? Let's go this way. Guessing this was locked. Yeah, the door seems to be broken. Okay. Now that I know, let's go on over. Curiosity killed the cat and all that, so let's go investigate. Places to cross on over to. Oh, it's where this thing was previously. That's interesting. If we cross on over. I'm guessing that we're just going to cross on over to the next thing as well. But first, I'll read this. I gaze at my memories through rose-tinted glasses. The better times I long for will remain misinterpreted, deep inside me as long as they're not forgotten. Even if I try to reclaim my innocence, to start over from the beginning, the truth is what I'll always be stuck in the past. Guess this isn't the crossover here area. Nope. And back on the cross on over. There's another note here in the fan thing from earlier. What defines oneself? To answer that question, it's not a bad idea to probe the past regarding your origins. Although, try as I might, I cannot change the past. There's nothing there except the me that's been there all along, withered and tired of living. Let's cross on over. This is where this thing was earlier. One more place to cross on over with. You think I climbed the ladder? No, I can't climb the ladder. Thought I'd check though. Guessing this is also locked. Yep. Now is over here gonna finally be given a purpose to like transition over to the next roof? Or is it as useless as it's always been? It's as useless as it's always been. That means I'm going over here. Let's go. Right through here. Climb the ladder. And I arrive here. Can I walk on the swimming pool? No, I dreamed. All the distortion going into crazy at the moment. Wants to cross on over. Here's another one, next one of the notes. The scenery. There was nothing special about it. Everything was just so new to me back then, filled with wonder, nothing more. To chase that illusion is to move backwards. I've never grown old. That's it. I can never go back to the way things were. Going from that. Kind of exploring the area to see if there's like any other notes or things I'm supposed to be collecting. I'm gonna look through the different areas for a quick second. Can I not go up here? I cannot go up there, so maybe I cannot. Can I go up here? I can go over here though, notably. Anything inside here? I can cross past the carpet now. I couldn't do that earlier. Interesting to note. Funny because I'm looking for those notes. Okay. I go to the second floor of this building. Does it actually lead somewhere? Is it where I'm supposed to go, or is it someplace separate? There are notes in here. But not the notes I need to look at. Is there a note I need to look at? The bed's also noticeably a little bit less tidy than it was when I was here before. Is that like blood-stained stuff on the glass? I just noticed right there, like blood veins. Notable, but yeah. Let's check. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to just go to the door, but I'm sort of checking the area. I'm not sure of that. Yeah, I can't go up there, so I think I'm supposed to just go this way. Crisscross, or was there something I just saw up there? No, I think it was my imagination. Good to know. There's no here. An unthinkable terror takes control of me. Am I no different than he who spent 20 years running away? Aren't we the same? From now on, will I lead a meaningless life? Is there no way to reclaim my own life? I closed my eyes in silence and let go. That was different sounds. We go to the final location. Of course, they cut out the loading screen. Am I back in the first building? 1. Introduction. Hey there, I'm Ichijo, the developer behind Back in 1995. Keys in it. First of all, I'd like to thank you for buying this game. So how do the controls feel? Clumsy? I haven't felt anything like that in a while. No, I play a lot of old games all the time, so I want the unique controls to evoke memories of games back then. This is different. Why I made this? This is different. I made Back in 1995 in order to recreate the golden age of game development culture. There were tons of innovative games back then, giving us gamers the chance to discover and experience new things each time we played them. I created this game harkening back to the taste and aesthetics of yesteryear, a bit rough around the edges, yet intimate. Of course, it's also because I just happened to be a gamer back then, but... Anyways, I'm just glad I got to present my vision just as I imagined it. 8. Message. Service. I wanted to ask you, though, back in 1995, were you having fun playing this game? Sure. Something like he. One of the reasons I turned out kind of peculiar like this because that's just what I like. Anyway, Anarchy. But I also want the player to remember the times when they truly enjoyed playing games. Key. And I don't mean to enjoy the gameplay, but rather like this game's very existence and representing their own sense of identity. I want to be defined and recognized by others as so many places type of game all of a sudden, the way games recur or something. I didn't read all that there. In-game gimmick. I employed a gimmick that links the game to the player. It's locked. Having the player intervene in the game world in order to transcend time. Kind of a tried and true concept, isn't it? The metification elements are also a gimmick to make it more like the games of yore. I don't know if this segment of him explaining things is needed, but I just like the players themselves also need to taste what it feels like to get taken through time when they resolve the story. What were they doing back then? What are you doing? If you can have you reflect as you grip a controller. At the end of the day, though, you're not talking about actual time travel, rather just the sensation. 2. Closing comment. Or 12, really. I don't know I said 2. I've created a retro-style game in 2015. Who's to say that someone will do the same 20 years from now? That's only if games are still a thing. What will become of games in 20 years? I can't wait. I'm sure I'll be working on my own as well. Well, everyone, until then, we'll meet from here in 2055. There's no one on the floor. Oh, jeez. I'm very pulled back away from the camera. Am I getting closer? Where the fuck am I? I'm gonna go this way. I don't want to go off the screen. Yep. Got it! And moving on from there. More places to cross on over to. Can't go this way, so instead I'll go this way. Of course, pick this up. There's no point that I can't change the past. So he claims. I don't know why there's another pipe up here, but I'm gonna pick it up there anyways. I think I still only have one pipe, though technically I have 3 at this point. Yep. On over. We've almost got up to where we were. Let's hopefully not break it this time. Pick you up. Let's cross over and do. Pick up the next node over here. Finds oneself. To answer that question, let's travel back in time. This way. Alright, there's also this over here. Almost forgot to pick up these painkillers. I'll take them though. Up and up. too many of the places, so here we go. Let's see if we can get through it this time. That's why things were... And we're almost caught up there. It's just up here now. Up and down, and this way. I close my eyes in silence and let go. Now time for this bit. This time I'm just gonna kind of stay in the room that I started off in and let this happen by itself. And not fuck around with things. I will pick up those medicine things. Introduction. Hey there, I'm Ichijo. I'm the developer behind Back in 1995. First of all, I'd like to thank you for buying this game. So how did the controls feel? Clumsy? I bet you haven't felt anything like that in a while. Again, I actually play a lot of older horror games and I'm quite used to them. Given that they're less common in this modern era, but yeah. Why I made this. Made back in 1995 in order to recreate the golden age of game development culture. Discover and experience new things each time we played them. A bit rough around the edges, yet intimate. Check. Anyways, I'm just glad I got to present my vision just as I imagined it. Hip. Message. I want to ask you, through back in 1995, are you having fun playing this game? One of the reasons it turned out kind of peculiar like this is because that's just what I like. But I also want the player to remember the times when they truly enjoyed playing games. But I don't mean enjoying the gameplay, but rather this game's very existence, spending their own identity. I want to be defined and recognized by others as someone who play this type of game, and also the games to be consuming change beyond us that bothers me. Still though, in-game gimmick. I employed a gimmick that links the player to the game. Have the player intervene in the game world in order to transcend time. Kind of tried and true concept, isn't it? 437. The modification elements also are a gimmick to make it more like the games of yore. I just felt like the players themselves also need to taste what it feels like to take a trip in time, which they got to resolve in the story. What were you doing back then? If you have to reflect on those, you grab my controller, then I've done my job. At the end of the day, though, we're not talking about actual time travel, but rather the sensation. Now let's not break the game. Closing comics. I am going to grab all these items, I'm just not going to unlock that chest. Retro style games 2015. Who's to say someone will do the same 20 years from now? That's only if games are still a thing. I'm pretty sure I'll be working on my own as well. Figure out 20 years there. Oh, right there. Well, everyone, we'll meet again 20 years from now in 2055. I don't think it takes 20 years to make a game. I know. I also feel like the map's a little off there. Oh, here we go. The phone's going off. Let's answer the phone. Answer. Why back now? After all this time? And let's go around through and through. And see what happens. A throw the warped code out game. Well, I guess this time let's see what happens because this actually seems like credits. So, personal thoughts. I did like it. I need to clarify this. I do think there's a few things that could be changed about it. Like, I think that maybe you should have had a bit more of a satisfying ending and done the this was my intent maybe after the credits. I feel that would have been a little bit nicer tied. I did like the third and fourth locations in particular, or excuse me, the second and third locations in particular. So that's good. I did think the location's kind of interesting. I like a few of the twists and turns, and I did enjoy the metagame elements, even though I think explaining it kind of, it wasn't needed, I guess. It's not bad to hear developers' intent, but again, I'm not exactly sure if it was a necessary step. Obviously, it was a bit short. I think it was like, it's what they said on the store page, like 2 or 3 hours long. But I enjoyed it. I would say, compared to the B horror games of yesteryear, it's definitely one of the B-tier horror games of yesteryear, and I'm not exactly sure where I compare it to the others quite yet. I need to process some things. I did like the metagame elements towards the end, but I feel like they could have twisted and turned things a bit more and have a better climax. A couple of the monsters is kind of disturbing, so I give them there, and yeah. So you're the credits roll there for a second. I'd give it more than a 4 out of 10 playing it. Again, I like older horror games, so I can't say too much. See if anything there occurs. I liked it, but I do think there's a few areas they could do better. But at the exact same time, I kind of like the experience, and I don't regret playing it or anything. Curious how that all goes there. You came back there. Obviously. Move some things through. And back to this title screen. A bit brief, though. I would be curious to see more games that take on the fixed camera angle, tank control style, and all that. I like games like that, I do. But maybe fleshed out in sort of different directions as well. Still, it was a game. I liked it. Until next time, I guess. Adieu to all of you. Thanks for watching the video. I'd very much appreciate if you take a moment to consider donating to my Patreon, which I am using to try and make this more of a livelihood, not just for missed game videos, but little games I make in my own time, and to bring different types of videos to the channel. You can find the link for my Patreon in the description below, or in the video, obviously. If you'd be interested in seeing me recording gameplay videos and doing other things live, I stream quite regularly and record almost all my gameplay over at a site called Hitbox TV on my channel. You can also see that in the video currently. Hope you enjoyed the video, and adieu.